MA10 TV, full-time at Stamford Bridge, Carabao Cup semi-final, 3-2 to the Arsenal. I got Isaac from London back on the channel. Isaac, we won. Seemed like we would have killed the tie today too. At the end, didn't happen. Somehow Chelsea still look like the happier side, like their 1-1 draw against us. How do you see this game overall, 3-2?
3-2, man. It was a positive performance, man. But like I say, I mean, I think it should be more than that.
Yeah.
I think we should have brought into, they should have came to the Emirates and would have had to had a hill to climb. But unfortunately, 3-2. I mean, it's crazy we're saying unfortunately, but we won.
Yeah.
That's
exactly right, because throughout the game we felt like we're going to kill this game by 3-goal advantage, 2-goal advantage at least. But somehow we kept finding ways to bring them back into the game. It's a bit frustrating that we're a bit complaining about a win.
First, let me say, across all competitions, hate it or love it, the underdogs on top. You understand?
Hey.
That's like,
They can't handle that. They can't handle that.
Yeah, that's our thing. Like, they can't take that away from us. Hate it or love it, the underdogs on top. That's across all competitions. So but I think today, I think the performance was a decent performance. I do wish we could have did more. I feel like if Arsenal were as positive attackingly as they are defensively, we'd have a different team, man. We'd have a different team. Like, Gyökeres had way more involvement today, and I'm happy for that. And I'm glad that he scored.
We can get onto the individual players as well. Wanted to ask you though, but throughout the game we seemed in control. And you mentioned defensively we were strong, but somehow we, leaked those 2 goals in. How do you see those coming in? And why do you think we kept letting Chelsea back into the game? Because we were in control throughout, and somehow we're left with a sour taste.
You know what? I feel like it was momentary, momentary weaknesses. Lapses, concentration. I think that's how they were able to snag 2. Because, I feel like if we still had more time in the game, we would have won 4-2. It's a retaliation thing. But I just wanted us to bury the game. Therefore, if they came to the Emirates, when they come to the Emirates, it's going to be a tougher leg for them. But unfortunately, we didn't take advantage of all our chances. You know what? I was kind of preferring Noni on the right for this match. His former club and everything. That's like a personal thing.
I'm going to go on the lineups because we went with a very strong lineup, no doubt about it. We basically played our first team besides Raya. Chelsea were missing a lot of players. Caicedo, Palmer, they had a few names out. And even though I think coming into the game we were taking like a 1-0, 2-1, but how those 90 minutes went, it seemed like we should have gone up away with a 4-1, 3-1 at least.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the players a little bit because Victor Gyökeres, 1 goal, 1 assist. Was this the best performance, not from him individually, but as a team of making him part of the team? It seemed like he was way more involved.
I wouldn't get that carried away. I do think that he did better. He had way more involvement, way more touches on the ball. And I think that comes from a process of integration. I said at the beginning of the season, because things didn't work out the way we expected so far. Yeah. But I did say, I predicted around November, I said towards the latter end of the season, Gyökeres is going to click in. Yeah. That's when, because they're learning to integrate both sides, both parties. Gyökeres has to learn how to also adapt. But at the same time, they're trying to integrate him into play. You understand? So
I think it's what Thierry Henry used to say, that you have to learn around yourself, seeing what qualities around you, adjust to that to become the better player.
There's very few players that you build a team around that have that quality, like a Messi, that you build a team around them. Yeah. It's very rare. So you have to learn how to adapt too. It's two-way traffic. But I do think that he had a lot more involvement today. Yes, also to your point, Chelsea did miss a lot of players, but let's not make a lot of excuses for them.
Yeah, no. I mean,
because we're just a superior team.
No, of course. I mean, we beat them 3-2, and somehow we're the unhappier team.
And keep in mind, they celebrated a draw. Remember that? Yeah.
No, they beat us 1-1.
Yeah.
They beat us 1-1.
Yeah. They celebrated a draw. Remember that? Yeah. So they might be celebrating 3-2 and all.
I heard we have a Chelsea fan here. He was very happy with the result. He was like, "Hey, this game should have been killed off."
We're gonna get to him in a minute. It's fine. We're gonna get to the Chelsea fan in a minute.
Isaac, 3-2. Still, we are in the win. Driving seat. Have to kill it off in the Emirates to go to the Wembley. How important is Carabao Cup, and how important it is for us to make sure that we are in Wembley for the Carabao Cup mid-season?
There's no spur in any competition. We have to take it all by the scruff of the neck. Carabao Cup, Champions League, Premier League. So far, on paper, we look like favourites. So I do believe like we can get out this season. We can get a double out this season. He says more. You know what? I'm being optimistic, but I'm not getting carried away. See, I'm a realistic Arsenal fan, man. There's a lot.
Are you saying that I'm not a realist now?
I'm just saying, look, I will say there are people have some qualms towards us Arsenal fans because of there's a bit of delusion there. I like to be realistic too. I can say, yeah, just by looking at the way we perform and the momentum and everything, I do think that we could probably walk away with a double. I think we could walk away with a double. I probably won't specify what competitions. We're gonna we see how that goes.
I have to assume that we would get the Premier League like from this stage of the season. It would be hard not to say that if we are winning a title, a major title, it has to be the Premier League at least.
Yeah. You ever met a woman, right, who's had like a lot of like heartbreak issues, and then you go like you're just trying to be like a genuine person, be like, no, I'm trying to do better. And then like she's just paranoid, she don't believe you. She's like, we'll see. I'm gonna see how you perform. I'm gonna see how the Arsenal perform, man.
All right, Isaac from London, guys. Arsenal 3-2.
A lot of sleepless nights, but I mean, look, I do believe though. You'll see. Keep
Keep the belief up, guys. Come on.
keep the belief up.
No, of course. Like you said before, semifinals of the Carabao Cup, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League, FA Cup as well. So no reason not to, feel confident as an Arsenal fan right now. Isaac, thank you so much, my brother.
Thanks, man.
Come on, you Gunners.